What's good, everybody? And what the wait, cut, scene, pause. This is me throughout this video. This is gonna be me throughout this video. I'm like, bitch, this nah. Okay. One, two, three, go. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so very much for tuning in to yet another episode of Everything Lelona, where we talk about everything and anything, child. Now, if you are new here, welcome, baby, and thank you so very much for tuning into this particular episode. I really hope that you will enjoy it, and that will make you hit that little subscribe button somewhere over here. And if you're a regular subscriber, a gang day one, what's good, what's up, what it do? I really hope that you are well and that you are taking care of yourself. Alright, so now, as you can see from the title of this video, it is your favorite, my favorite, our favorite bitch. It's a story time, because one thing about me, I will come through with these stories. So before I get into any story, I do have to disclose that I will be doing some drinking. Okay, not a lot, but just to lubricate, because I'm talking and I want to give you this content, okay? So I will be drinking some, hold up, I'm having, it's not even a nice and cute glass, like I'm having some chile tea, but it's not anything hectic. And yeah, but guys, like glass, because I know your ne agriculture doesn't even have agriculture, so it's like a normal tumbler way to, I've even had drinks, I've even drank it already. So I keep looking at it because that's where I'm monitoring all of this, okay? So I do have some drinkables, and I hope you have yours too, because child, it's gonna get spicy. Because one thing about the gays be trifling hoes, actually. I'm joking, I'm not. But you know what I mean, the gays be out here doing shit, okay? So on this particular story, I once spoke about this guy and like how we met and stuff, and that's, I think it was on that video where I said the times that I knew that I was a hoe. So I think I did speak about him because we met under weird circumstances, or rather some weird circumstances, and that made me look like a hoe. Well, I was, but that's not the case here. The case here is that someone that this guy was dating, like further on after we had broken up, came to me, man to man, like woman to woman, right? In the sense that he came and was like, what's poppin'? What's up? Like, what's going on? So this is the story of what happened. However, the story takes a rather bizarre turn because mans did something shocking afterwards. But if you are interested in hearing more about the story, please do not forget to like this video, comment down below, and if you haven't by now, do the right thing, subscribe to this channel, because baby, you don't want to miss out, okay? So without wasting any of your time, let's get into the video. So I will start at the beginning just to catch everyone up, okay? So remember the story I told you guys about, what did we name him? We named him Tabani, right? Remember I told you a story about Tabani, the guy who called me Ines Mongikas, him. So at the time I was like still dating this guy, right? And we were like, we had gone home, I was home, he was home as well. I've been going to a before, right, to Taban. So now, so, what is I gonna say? What happened? Oh, so Utabani is Gwasepafol, right? And why sends a party, or he was launching a single or whatever way too. So he had invited me because I was home as well, but they say Eastern Cape. So all of this happened in Eastern Cape, né? So I don't even remember what the year was. I'm not ansakumbuli, guys, andisakumbuli, but it was like back in the day, okay? So don't try and drag me, child, because please. So so Tabani invites me to launch your CD or your single, rather. He had a single out and he was like launching it, when's the party or whatever. So now he says, come through. Sharp. Now guys, because ndiyajola and ndi in love and ndisemathandweni, I am going to make sure bana ndiyahamba apha ekhaya ndiyebhofolo mna. Apho ndiyakhona ndiyemagezeni ebhofolo. So I lie to my mom and dad. I was like, listen, my friend is having a graduation party. Abe grade was September. Don't. But I come up with like some elaborate story that my parents eventually said, sure, you can go and you'll sleep over there and you'll come back tomorrow. Uyabo, bavum, sharp. Now, how am I gonna get to Epofol? There's a friend of mine who was driving from Mthatha. And if you know Eastern Cape, if you drive from Mthatha and Uya Alice, because my friend was going to Alice, yabo, which is Kupe Alice. Okay, yes, close. Sedikeni. So if we are Alice and usuke Mthatha, uzagqithe King, uzagqithe Bisho, yabo. So I'm like, oh, so since usiya Alice, please pick me up. Then drop Alice and then mna, I will hitchhike from Alice to Epofol, yabo, where the party was at. Sharp. So now what happens is that he comes through, he picks me up, we drive to Alice together. And then when we get there, he's like, listen, there's a friend of mine that I want to meet up and see. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We can see that friend Gubani. I to know it's this guy, we'll call him. I don't remember the name I gave him in that old video. But for the purpose of this video, we'll call him... Yo, I feel like I use the same names over and over again for Abantu, yes? As in, like, I will say Utabo, and I've had so many Tabos already in my video. So I don't want to say Tabo, man. I don't want to see Pofoot, and Funbeng Amakama Akadekleyo. Your naming characters is so hard. What are we going to name this guy? Okay, so we'll name this guy Sifiso. Yo, hey. Yeah, we'll name him Sifiso, ne? This guy's name is Sifiso. Sifiso. Yabo, sharp, account, Sifiso. So he's like, friendly. He's like, listen, there's a friend of mine that I want to meet up. There's something that we need to exchange or whatever. Okanye, this friend is here, Use Alice, and we have to meet up or whatever. But they have to meet up. So Utu must demand a garage, blah, 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 blah. So we are going to drive to this garage where this guy is parked and waiting for us. Okay? So, sharp. We get to the garage and when we walk out, I kid you not, I was like... Is this your friend? Is this your friend? So I'm like, wow. He was he's built. One thing about me, I love a man who's well built. Ne? Like he must have a rugby body. So that guy, you can tell by he played some sport, okay? And some contact sport, because one thing about a man, rugby field. So you could tell that this guy played rugby. And one thing about Xhosa men, I can't rugby. So this guy looked like the typical rugby guy, yeah, bro? He had big arms, big legs, big thighs. He was well built. But he was well built. We had gym. Sharp. He was tall, he was dark. And boy was pretty handsome, okay? Had a bald head, had a bit of a nevunyana going there, had a bit of a beard going there. So sharp, he was good looking. So when we walked out, he was wearing shorts and a shirt. He tucked in that shirt, shorts, and he had like some loafers. He was wearing sunglasses. I was like, yes, one thing about a man who can dress, he has my heart, okay? So this guy, he looked really good, and you can tell by now this guy can dress. So from afar, I could smell, but unuka kamnandi. Even though I haven't even smelt him, but you could tell about unuka kamnandi lomfana, okay? So we walk towards him and we get to him. He greets ichomi yakhe lena endihamba nayo, and then we get introduced to bana Lelona, this is my friend Sifiso. Sfiso, this is my friend Lelona. And I'm like, nice to meet you, Sfiso. Guys, what about me? I'm short, ne? So this guy is like tall. So he's like, he comes in and hugs me. So one thing about a hug, yomfana omde. Inendo yenzayo. Inendo yenzayo down there. Like in Velcom. That's one thing about a man who can hug and is tall and is built, and we understand that. And this guy smelled so good. I was like, oh my God, I'm wet.
Ulula ndikubhaqile ulula wena ndikubhaqile ngoku ulula
period. Yeah, well, so we get introduced and we talk for a while. Simile Pana, we're all talking like we've all known, like we've known each other, him and Sfiso and I, yeah, bo, as though we've known each other. So conversation is flowing. Kumnandi, there's like the three of us. Sharp. Now they ask me, oh, this one, Abediambanayo, who's my friend, tells Usfiso ukuba this one is going to a Bofolo, which is Fort Beaufort. Uya Bofolo, kune party ayakuyo payana. And it's like a launch of a single, blah, 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 blah. There's going to be celebrities. So kuzabana celebrities as Eastern Cape, and sure. So he asked me, like, can we come through? Like, yes, please, the more the merrier, yabo. So they're like, listen, we'll call you later when we decide to come through. Sharp. So I go to a Bofolo and hitchhike. I get to Fort Beaufort. My phone dies, okay? My phone dies, but I have no worries because this guy said, if we decide to come, but we also do have plans there to up. So I'm like, also, I am not really unkatali. I don't care much because one thing in this apa is my man's, okay? Utaban. That's all I care about. And I'm here, I'm with him, my phone is off, it's okay. I don't care about anything else, okay? So sharp. My phone is off the entire time. So the night progresses, we party, Nandi. Following day, I have to go home. So I'm gonna hitchhike back to King Williamstown. Okay? The hitchhike. I get to a King, I get to a Bishop, I get home. Now when I get home, I get a call and it's from a number that I don't recognize. So my phone rings and I'm like, hi. So I answer, I'm like, hi. It's like, hello. Got a deep voice, girl brothers. It's like, hello. Like, yeah, hi. At unjani. I'm like, ndiphilile unjani. But now also, I'm like, this voice, man, like, who's this? Like, this voice, Aibo, who the fuck? Like, ngubani lo nothetha kamani kangaka? I'm like, ndiphilile unjani. Atuphilile naye. He's like, ndakufonela izolo. I'm like, oh, hi man, ngubani lo thetha? Ati, Aibo, you don't remember. Titi, what do you mean I don't remember? Ati, kanti izolo wena, who were you waiting for? I'm like, who was I waiting for? What do you, like, what are you talking about? Who's this? So now I'm intrigued at the fact that I don't know who's calling me. And I'm like, I kind of like you already from your voice. And also I'm like, who is this? Where did he get my number? So he's like, no, it's me, Sfiso. I'm like, Sfiso. So I'm trying to recall about, nazi Sfiso, not Sfiso and Mazi. Did Sfiso from, Ati, Sfiso from Izoli, Chobika, Abizikama, le friend yam. So I'm like, oh, that's Sfiso. Now he changed the tune, Kengu Kiamana. Oh, hi, Sfiso.
I'm psyched.
Change the tune because I'm like, Nansindot. So we start talking, we converse, we talk. He's like, no man, I tried calling you Zolo, don't, because I got your number from your friend. We wanted to come to the party that you were at. So I'm like, oh, okay, but my phone died, so I couldn't answer. So no, I'm really sorry. I really did want to see you guys. So now I'm like, also, Fake 6 ganyana ba. I also wanna see. Well.
Obiyachikiza impethu yokufele.
Andilo ule that time they did nothing. So this guy is on some, okay, so listen, I really did enjoy seeing you. I'm like, I enjoyed seeing you as well. You seem like a nice guy. Nice, like, seems like a nice guy. So we start talking. He's like, so we are John. I'm like, what did that one tell you? Because he knew that I'm going to my boyfriend, right? So I'm like, we are what in Kwelo, go to Kwam, because one thing about me, I'm single. He's like, no, you are talking with Jola no man because this one told me. I'm like, guys, so we too. I call it the layer up. That guy and I, we know each other. We did date, but as such, one thing about me, I'm going to lie to a man and plead am I single? Duh, I'm single if I want you. Like why would I say the norm to when I want you? The fruit was 560. And one thing about me, guys, I've never side niggered someone. Like back then, when I used to cheat, because I don't cheat no more, that is something I don't do, okay? So when I used to cheat, I never would disclose to someone and know, so let's just keep it under wraps. Now I would always 560 everyone, or in their eyes, dimu 560 dimu recht and dim like dimu 560 wako. You understand? So I would always recht everyone, and I wouldn't side nigga, even though in my head we side nigga, but I'm not gonna tell you that shit. You understand? Sharp. So I'm like, no, the single that is my friend. We used to date, but we broke up, blah 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 blah. Then I contact this one, man. Ungan mosheli. Yeah, the single. So Yanke in those December. I think it was December. Very like not early December. Like I think like 15, 16, get like busy. Zippy days, you understand? Sharp. Oh, so okay guys, don't mind this if you can see this. Don't mind this. And the twanga. I cut myself shaving here. So I mind it cool. Ne? And the twanga guys. So what happens is that we start talking with this guy, we talk, we get to know each other. It's calls on calls. I think, was there WhatsApp at the time, or we were still using Mixit? No, we weren't using Mixit. No, I think we were using WhatsApp because I was in varsity. Yeah, we were using WhatsApp. Because I was doing, I think, my first year, child. I was doing my first year in Pretoria. I was doing my first year. Remember, hey! Already, guys, like I'm remembering yourself. Remember when I said no, but it was first year. It was 2012 December. I remember this because I was doing my first year. 2012 December. Ne? Anyway, so we talk, we get to know each other, we call each other. There wasn't any video call at the time, so like we are literally falling head over heels for each other. While I was, yeah, bro. Sharp. Now, just before Christmas, the guy asks me to go to a clay dock because he was from a clay dock. Ndakwela, ndaya a clay dock. Again, I had to lie to my parents. Some elaborate story about my friend's sister or brother who's getting married. So now I'm now invited to the wedding with all of my Pretoria friends. Azile from Pretoria, Silapa Sonke. So it's like, you understand? My parents are so happy that I have friends. If I see to so go to your friends. Yeah, mom. So nyanke ndikwele ndiye P a clay dock. Like now, guys, the politics. I have never been to clay dock before, but ndaya because of what? Enjota. One thing about me, ndizawuyela inzota a clay dock. Ndaya, guys. Went to clay dock. I got to clay dock. I arrived. The guy embraced me and he welcomed me into his home. Yeah, bro. So I was there. It was me and him. We were literally, we could not get off each other, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. So we were like literally It was like this. It was chemistry. It was science, babes. It was science. Yaba? Ibi Isaac Newton type of experiment, explosion. That's how I felt with this guy. Because firstly, I'm like, this is literally the second guy I've been with. Because the first one was Utabani, the one that I had gone to. That was the first guy that I ever dated. Now, this one was my second guy that I was with, ne? So I don't want you to think I'm lying, because I once said in another video that there was a guy who was my second boyfriend. Well, at the time, that's how...
Okay.
You know when you were with someone for like less than 3 months and you're like, ah, wait, it wasn't really a relationship, ne? That's what happened with this guy. But I was madly in love at the time, or infatuated by what I saw and what he presented. Yeah, boy? Sure. So, I'm in Grey Dock, and this guy, I am at his place. He has a nice home. He works where he stays, so it's like it's not an estate, but it's like a gated community. I think it's a complex, but it's like a secured ntonton, you know, and he works inside the secured ntonton. Yeah, bo. So I don't want to give too much away, but yeah. So usebenza apho ahlala khona, ne? Sharp. So he had a nice house there, and yonke into right. So again, remember that this is before Christmas, okay? So we're together. He goes to work, he comes back to come and check on me. He goes back, he comes back. Like, he's literally around the entire time.
Oh, sorry. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
And I'm having the time of my life, because I'm like with my man. And for me, this is like a new thing, because with the guy that I dated, Utabani, because he stayed in Joburg, I stayed in Pretoria. I would go for like a day, visit, sleep over, and then go back home. But now with this one, I'm literally waking up here every day. Ne? Waking up here every day, and we literally like are living together. Because I think I was there for a week. Yeah, well, so this is all new to me, and I'm like, I love this. I love this. And I love him. You know? So we date. Christmas comes. I spend Christmas with him and his family. And finally, or eventually, I had to go home. I went home, and then schools opened. Then I went back to Pretoria. Now, because this is student, guys, I really cannot afford to travel up and down. And Naye, he did not really put much effort in coming to see me as well, because I'm like, I don't know, but we never saw each other as a couple, ne? After last December. I left, and we were still talking and chatting and calling each other and still dating, right? But things ended when I was in Pretoria, because I was like, it's just not working out, because we are not in the same vicinity. And it made sense for me to have a boyfriend that was here than for me to have a long distance relationship at the time, because someone in June and December, like the fuck, yeah, bro. So I was like, wait, it's fine, we called it quits, because we are not seeing each other. Sharp. We break up, I think, like 3 months into the relationship. March, April, we break up. And then fast forward, I think, to the next December, which is 2013. So now I had gone home, and him and I are still pretty cool, because we still chat, but it's not as lovers or as a couple, but it's like more now platonic and a friend, yabo, pelele up, and that's just that on that. So we are not together anymore, okay? Sharp. So now he's like, listen, there's something I need to go do in East London. So so he glitters here Kaya and fetches me. We go to East London together, and we have a great time. I introduced him to my mom, so he like saw my family, I saw his family. Like, we were close now, getting close as friends. Okay, we're friends now, friends as kisananga. Nothing happened. He literally, like, we were literally buddy, and that's what was happening to. So now I saw, Bana, you know what? Him and I will never be anything more than friends after this. Like, it's settled. Yeah, well, he's a friend and that's that. So now, because Mans is a friend, we confide in each other. Yeah, well, we talk about stuff like, if let's say, for example, because I started dating someone after I broke up with him. So I would tell him my relationship problems. Wana, hey, yansokolisa manomfana, kwenzeka oku noku noku, Simon. Simon yansokolisa, kwenzeka oku noku noku. Like, I would literally like confide in him and he would do the same, because now he started seeing other people and he would tell me, when okay, I'm seeing this guy and this is how things are going, I really like him, blah 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 blah. One thing about him, he was a lover and I loved that about him. He was such a cuddly human being. He was a cuddly bear, man. Like, he was a lover. He was a lover. One thing about him. So he was very good at expressing his feelings and his emotions. So that's where we were like, we got each other. Yeah, because I was talking him now. Like, if there's something that is eating me up, I say it. Nah, he was like that. So he was literally confiding to me about everything, and we were talking about everything and anything. Yeah, sharp. So now fast forward, wow. Fast forward to like a year, I think a year. Him and I are still pretty chilled, still pretty close. And then he starts dating this other guy. We are going to call this guy Craig. Ne? We'll call him Craig. So he starts dating with Craig, and Craig also lives at Craig. So with him, Usfiso was so not so unlucky, but all of the people that he dated, even abantu base Craig, even abantu say from Alice, from a King, from East London. So it was always long distance-ish, yeah. So now he found someone that lives in Craig. So he was spending more time with this person, which I really advised him on. But listen, spend time with this guy. Like, this is the first time that Ujola Nomdu or say Craig. Yeah, well, enjoy it. Like, enjoy it. Spend time, go on dates, go out. Like, make every effort to be with him, basically. Yeah, well, and so they were always together. They were in love. Well, that's what he told me, that they were in love, blah, 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 blah. So they were always together. And I'm like, I love this for you. I love this for you, okay? So I'm like, I really love this for you. So now, Sfiso drops a bombshell. I think it's like 8 months into their relationship, but like down the line, he drops a bombshell. He's like, listen, there's a boy. I'm like, I feeling. I'm like, this is so unlike you. He's like, there's a boy. And this boy is like a young boy. Not young as in illegal, but he's like younger than you. And I think at the time I was the youngest that he has dated. Yeah, bro? So he's like, this boy is like younger than you. So I'm like, the fuck? So it's like, there's this boy and I really like this boy. This boy is like giving me everything that, not everything that this one is not giving, but he's giving me. Yeah, boy, he's giving me. Like, he's very hype, he's very fun on whatever and whatever he describes this boy. I'm like, oh, so you like this boy? It's like, I like this boy. I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, listen, this one, I really love this boy, the one that I'm with, Craig. But there's this boy who's exciting, and that's how a new toy is. It's very exciting, yeah, bro. He's like, this one is really exciting me, and I want to see. So I want to play both fields up until I can be in a position to choose. I'm like, do you, boo? Like, do you? Yeah, bro. Sharp. Now, Craig. Craig ndichaza bana unaenda ngathi une crazy. Uyabo? Ndichaza Craig unaenda ngathi uneqhakaza, if you know what I mean, because but lanto bana he can pop off now and like be like, what's up? You understand?
Bani Angie.
Like he can pop off, Jay, and that's one thing that Usfiso told me about Craig. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So now one day, I'm not doing anything. I'm a little TV, not doing anything. I'm just chilling, watching TV. My phone rings, and I'm like, this number does not look familiar at all. And it's like a landline number, but I don't even know my landline. This was before Truecaller. So I'm like, okay, but this is like an O something yes, Eastern Cape. So I'm like, hello. Kutwe, hello, kunjani. Dithi ndiphilile unjani. Twe ndiyapila. Kulela na loteta ndithi ewe nguye loteta ngibala kutwe that's not important. Ngiqhoma sana once kutshiwo. When that's not important, you're about to get served unyoko. So I'm like, okay, so how can I assist you? Athi lo mntu. First and foremost, yohlukana nendodam.
Yeah?
Hey, komake ngusana. Komake ngusana inyaka lo indoda nayo ngokumla ngoSimon. So inoba ngubani obethetha ngaye? Kuthiwe yohlukana ndibuze ungubani wena bhuti? Kuthi hey ngabasana ndibuze ungubani wena bhuti and ngixhosa lona and kwase Eastern Cape. So is Simon having a relationship with someone was Eastern Cape? I'm like okay, I don't know. I'm like ngubani ubhuti wena? Athi ndengo Craig. Dithi Craig ka Sifiso. Athi dithi hayibo. Athi jonga apha. And Kazele, the way I am getting in the middle of him, no, he's constantly talking to me, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, wait, hold up, how do you know this information? It's like, no, I saw that you guys have been calling each other, blah 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 blah, and you've been texting, and their text is delitueyo, and this text, so now it texts as Sangani. So in my head, I'm like, obviously, it was the text where he was telling me about this new boyfriend and stuff like that, you understand? So whenever we talk about our hoism, he always usas deleter because he has someone that is dating and is serious about. So usas deleter. So I'm like, oh, okay. But listen here, and John now at this point, there are two options. Option one is to tell the truth on some Anjonaye, we are cheating no ban. Or second option is to be on some fuck you. Fuck you, actually, because why the fuck are you coming at me? Like, if you have a problem, why not address it with your nigga? I'm not your nigga, so what the fuck? I don't owe you anything. Like in debate bad bitch and stand like in dime kulendo yobana. You know what? Fuck you. You understand? Those were my two options. And guess what I did? I rated the boy out. I rated Usfiso out. I was like, listen here. First and foremost, I don't appreciate you talking to me like this, coming at me like this, because I'm not the one who's dating your man. This boy is. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not the one who's dating your man. There's someone else who's dating your man, and that ain't me. And I know about that one, and it's not me. So he's like, no, please tell me you're joking. Now yeah, change the tone. Now tasked and we had who's the upper big bad wolf. Now what's going on? What's going on? Go call the locks now. We had go ahead. So he's like hurt. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, he's cheating on you, and he's cheating on you with a younger guy, Waseforte and Gubanban. He's like, like I could hear his heart break. Kula telephone call. Like his heart broke and sank to his balls. Okay? So he's like, no, man, tell me you're joking. I'm like, I'm not joking. And then I screenshot because now I still have the conversations. And so I don't know now what pursued me, or what persuaded me rather to share those details. But I did, because I think also I was like, the fuck, well, like, why are you fucking coming at me for nothing? I'm not the one who's dating your man. And I wanted to prove to him, wow, I'm so used to dating me and Abantu, but okay, that's beside the point.
Close your legs to married men.
But I'm not the one dating your boyfriend, bitch. Someone else is, and they are chowing your man, and you thought you had it all figured out. Baby, you don't. You knew what the game is cold, okay? So I'm like, I share screenshots of conversations between me and talking about this new boy now. Yeah, bro. Now, a conversation it changed. So now a conversation it changed from bitch to oh my god, I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm so hurt. I've been with I didn't just say his name. I've been with Usfiso for so long. We've gone through our ups and downs. And then it goes to, fuck this bitch up. I'm like, there's no need for that, sweetie. There's no need for that. And then he starts telling me his life story. Yeah, bro. So now Usfiso is Palaza in Bilini yakhe. He's telling me his life story. This is the first guy that he dated. Everyone else was literally just sex, and then things fade, and then Usfiso is the first guy that he's been in a long-term relationship with, and he's fallen madly in love with him. He can't see his life without Usfiso. Blah 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 blah. The girl spills her heart.
That's so boring. But that's so boring.
So I'm like, listen, baby girl, I'm here if you want to talk. But my suggestion would be, sit your mans down. Talk to him. Tell him how you feel. Tell him that you know. So I'm like, but yeah, but I'm here if you want to talk. So now I tell Sfiso, listen, your girl, she, and when I say she, guys, I mean he, like, this is a guy, but you know how I talk about the girlies, but yeah, bro. So I'm like, your girl, bro, like, she hit me up, and she was like telling me shit, and so I think she knows about you and Uzban. Sfiso's panicking, but I'm like, but you can handle, bro, like, we are Tanda. This guy loves you and is down for you, so just handle your shit, okay? Just handle your shit. I was a full-time team. Ubana idlala kanjani game. Umdala, play the game, my nigga. And now I'm being because I was playing this side and playing this side. Whenever this one gives me information, I take it and I was so messy. I take the information from this one, I send to this one. Take information from Lo, Disaku Lo wana Jonga, uzaxolela. If you apologize, uzaxolela. So I was like playing both sides, yeah, bro. This is my bro. And then this one I'm like, no, they broke your heart, but oh, yeah, bro. So I felt sorry for him, and then I was like, I got you. If you don't bite his head. So that's what was happening, yeah, bro. Now, Craig and I start talking on like a regular, and it's not anything sinister, yeah, bro. But we start talking on a regular. He like calls me and we like talk. We like he's okay. I don't know why I'm looking outside. I can hear people talking, so that's why I'm looking outside. So him and I, we like talk. We become friends, and Sfiso knows about this friendship. But now my ex is talking to my current, and my ex and my current are kind of friends, and I'm still friends with my ex. So iyayibona inabo bumesinyana and inabo phakathi, but it was a genuine friendship from my end. Yeah, bro. It was a genuine friendship. I just saw him. I was like, listen, I felt sorry for you. I don't know if this thing is still because I can see the battery is going. Okay, but I think it's still going. Okay, so he like we become friends and we become close, and then one day Shushude, this is now at a time where video calls no, I'm lying. It was, guys, when did video calls start with WhatsApp? But I'm certain, guys, I am certain that video calls were a thing. I am certain, because the one thing that this guy did, because he was together with Usfiso for quite some time, ne? Then Tuku out of the blue, man calls me, and when he calls me, he's like this. I am like, ah! The fuck?
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm like, not that I haven't seen someone stroke, but him! Like, I'm like, dude, you are dating my ex, ne? And I had already in my head, then categorize bana, sis, my good sis. You understand? Like, I'd already categorized you and I didn't see you like that. And now you're coming at me with like some big dick energy on some, yo, what's up? Hey, bo! Hey, bo! I'm like, ha! I was getting hot. I was like, okay, Craig, what is this? So I'm like, the fuck? So he's like, so he takes the camera up and he laughs and then the call ends. So I'm like, what was that? He's like, did you enjoy it? And one thing about my whole self, one thing about this whole, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, I did enjoy saying that. I wanna see some more. I wanna see some more. And one thing he did was to send more. Okay? He sent pictures, he sent videos. I was like, this girl. So now because now he's sending and I'm like, I'm starting to see you in an entirely different way. Like, what the fuck? So now I'm like, I don't know how to feel about you because I had been on some, but now you my good sis. You are my good sis. And now you are giving me this energy, Yobana. I'ma fuck you. And I'm like, I'm gonna let you. So he's always been on some, listen, I'm gonna come to Joburg, and when I come to Joburg, we gonna, yeah, well, and then I'm like, yeah, cause they're full now. Based on what I have seen, I want it. But to be completely honest, nothing really happened because it literally just ended there. It ended on like social media, WhatsApp, pictures and videos, and I never got to meet the person in like real life. And I haven't spoken to him in like a very long time now. But Usfiso and I will always be like this. That's my boy. That's my boy. Okay, and Craig and Sfiso broke up. Craig moved to a different city, and yeah, man, that is literally the end of the video. So if you enjoyed this story time, please do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. A big. And then also, please do not forget to leave all of your comments down below. And if you haven't, do not leave this video without subscribing to my channel because we are on the road to 1,500 subscribers. Hold it right there. Do you know what you guys did? You fucking got me to 1,500 subscribers. Thank you, you guys. Guys, I am like every time, because I'm not one who looks at like my YouTube analytics, but every time I'm like, I go on and I look at them like, you guys shock me all the damn time. So we are on the road to 1,005 if we haven't reached it by the time that this video drops. But guys, continue pushing and sharing my videos, and please do subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.